Oh, hello. It's been a while since we've actually been up here in this part of the shelf, in this part of the store. If you guys remember what this part of the store is, this is basically my investment shelf, where I buy product with the purpose of just leaving it here, letting it mature over time, and one day it'll sell for a lot of money. That's what we're doing up here today. It's actually been a little while since I've been up here because there hasn't been a lot of activity going on. But I really need to reorganize this because there has been some activity going on. So we're just going to sit here, well, you're going to sit here, I'm going to stand here, and you can listen to me talk about the investment side while I reorganize this shelf, and talk about if a card game like Digimon here is worth long-term investing, and if it is or isn't, why? That's what we're doing today. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos and other videos come out. But more importantly, let me know in the comments before you keep watching the video, do you think the Digimon trading card game that we're into right now is worth investing in? Is it worth investing into singles? Is it worth... I can't talk. Is it worth investing in the sealed product? Let me know what you think, and let's get the discussion going. So y'all might remember an earlier time in life where it was 2019 and the Digimon trading card game pre-release was happening. Very limited stores got any, supply. You had to sign up for it way in advance. Mars Gaming World was lucky enough to get some of that. And it was all fine. Like, it was all good to go. It was enjoyable, everyone had fun, everyone started playing the game, we had locals for it, and, people were actually having a good time. But nobody here...
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Nobody really in Belleville was ever asking the question, should we sit on this product? Should we just wait and see what happens? Should we open it to play the game? Everyone was just kind of like, I want to open the game because I want to, build some decks and play the game. Myself was actually included in that because, I was getting into Digimon to the channel, and it was a nice new direction for me to go in. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not just open everything right now and, we got other things to worry about. There's like no place to put anything, I swear to God. There's no space in the store. I need a bigger store. Help. But yeah, because of COVID times was my point. Barely, Bandai obviously was not equipped well enough to do anything about it. And they couldn't actually, print out the product. So it was a slow entry point for a lot of people that really couldn't afford it. They just couldn't play the game, and it pissed people off. So what ended up happening? Well, now we're way into 2021, and they're actually printing out a lot of these boxes. They're actually printing these out. I want to say there's a new wave coming out every 1 to 2 months right now. Of course, we don't know when that'll stop, same with the older sets, but that's what they've been doing lately, just printing more of this. So you might be wondering, where am I going with this? We want to ask the question, is Digimon worth investing into? If you grab some sealed boxes or some sealed cases, is it going to be worth it? Can you make money off of it in a few years if you want to sell it? That kind of thing. Those are lost in the crevice now. I have no idea what it was. So we kind of have to compare and contrast a little bit to other card games. Part of the reason why we're up here today. Take something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a pretty cool game, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently has released a lot of shit products. But in 2020, they were releasing a lot of good products. Recently, though, they've blessed us. Konami has actually blessed us. And they've given us things like the 2021 Megatins, and they've given us things like Burst of Destiny. Like, these Megatins, these Megatins, these are a really good long-term hold. You guys saw what happened to every 2019, 2020 Megatin. You can't find them anymore, and anyone that's selling them, super expensive. That's how it is. Yu-Gi-Oh!, unlike Digimon, pumps out so much product. Like, I actually pump out a ridiculous amount of product. So much product. So not everything can be a hit. But when things are a hit, oh man, are they a hit. And then because of printing issues, because of COVID, you can't actually find them at a certain point in time, right? You just simply cannot do that. That's how it is. Let's transition over to Pokemon here. There's a lot of Pokemon on this shelf. There's a reason there's a lot of Pokemon on this shelf. Pokemon is one of those games. Every single product almost literally gains value depending on how long you wait. In COVID times, people were scalping left, right, and center. People were just buying things. They still do them today. Sell things for ridiculous prices because they can. Because they can get away with it. Because no one's actually stopping them or trying to do anything about it. So there is that. But like, if you think about it, everything here, the longer I hold it, the more expensive it's going to get. And there's nothing that anybody can do about that because that's just kind of the way it is. As collectible items get harder to find, the people that want to buy them are going to have to pay higher prices for them. There's no other way around it, right? That's the world we live in. That's how collectibles work in any industry, not just card games, but anything. So now we need to circle back to, Digimon here. Digimon has barely released any products, and the products they have released, they just keep reprinting them. They just keep printing them, and they aren't stopping. With the exception of, like, the very first Tamer kit. Those things, they aren't reprinting. They have not been reprinted. I think they had one small reprint, and that was it. So that's a really good item to, like, hold on to. But the rest of these boxes, at this point in time, we just have no idea whether or not they're going to stop anytime soon or not. We don't know. They're having issues printing the newer sets, but we keep getting waves of stuff like set one, and people could argue, people playing the game could argue they should just print more BT6 and actually have it ready on time and stuff like that instead of this stuff. And like, valid argument, but who could have predicted things were going to go the way they were, right? I don't know. I couldn't. So that's why we're sitting on one box of BT1 here. It's the original box. It's first edition. It's from the first wave. And, I'm going to sit on it, and I'm going to hold it because I have it. It never sold. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well just keep it because one day, and this is my opinion, one day in like 5 years, when this isn't even a concept anymore, it's not being printed anymore, then it's going to be expensive. Like severely expensive. But right now, it's just not the time. But if you're willing to wait 5-10 years, if you're willing to wait, you will be rewarded. Now, I kind of want to raise one more little thing here, one more interesting mathematical situation I'm personally in, being in the card shop life and all that. I don't always sell everything, right? I Burst of Destiny, I sold out. That's kind of how it is. But I'm getting more. But, things like friggin' Lightning Overdrive sold out, and all new products basically sold out. Dawn Majesty, whatever. Anything that doesn't sell in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space, or even the Pokemon space, I don't mind holding on to. I don't mind it at all. Why? Because I know that I'm sitting here on lots of product for Pokemon. I know that there are things in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space that are available for sale, people want to buy them, but they're already at such prices where they are a little more expensive than they should be, a little above retail, right? I know that if they sell, I'm happy, it's cool. I know that if they don't sell, I know that one day, when I'm ready to sell everything out, it's going to be a big boom. Why? Because no one bought the stuff. Everyone was disregarding it locally, didn't want to buy it for whatever reason, and I'm going to be the winner at the end of the day. That's just how that's going to be. I'm going to be the winner because I have the ability to keep all this stuff sealed and not care about it. I can put it away. I can just let it sit here and not touch it. That's just kind of how it is. And one day I'm going to be very rewarded for it. I think for Digimon, set 1 or bust. Pokemon, it's not the same as Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! No one really liked set 1.5. Set 4 has an interesting thing going on right now where the secret rares, you might want to get the secret rares before BT7 comes out, otherwise they'll explode, and that might cause BT4 to kind of pop a little bit in a few months. And Battle Omni is just a good set, but even that set's going to get power crept, and only a few cards offer future support. So you know what I mean? It's not the same. It's not the same. It doesn't give you a smorgasbord of products to choose from either. We have just so many products to pick and choose from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, that even if you make a few oopsies and a few mistakes and things don't happen, you're going to get rewarded by a lot of the other stuff here. So in conclusion, I think if you want to invest in anything sealed, specifically sealed in the Digimon trading card game, you have to go with set 1. Or the special tamer box we talked about earlier. If you try to invest in something else, you will be rewarded possibly over time, but it won't be as big of a thing as maybe something else. Also, one final post note. For me, it's nice holding on to sealed product because I know it's going to go up in value. But if I'm holding up onto stuff like, Shadal decks or Pendulum decks or stuff like that, what happens one day? Maybe I want to start like a sealed only thing for fun. To do a sealed only thing for fun, perhaps with the Alba structure decks coming out in March, with the Fallen of Valdez and the Despia support and all that, it might be a good idea to hold on to some Megatins, right? It might be a good idea to hold on to some Shadal decks. Maybe Automatic Dual Knockbird's pretty cool. Stuff like that. Holding on to sealed product gives you a lot of flexibility, in my opinion. How I choose to hold on to my sealed product, how I choose to invest, is a very interesting story. Basically put here, the store makes profit, and until the store makes profit, I gotta keep selling things, keep selling things. But once there are profits, I can take some of that profit and I can stick it into the shelf basically and not care about it, right? Because if I'm walking away with a paycheck and there's still profit left over, and the bank balance in the account for the store is still relatively healthy, I had no problem. No problem, because this is all investment stuff. This is all like stocks that you're holding. One day it's just gonna explode, you're gonna sell it, and you'll be happy. That's all I got, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we're done. Hope you enjoyed watching me fail to sort things up here. I think we did better. I think this was long overdue. But yeah, bye.